No Spanish? What are we talking about today, anyways?
Well, this the first episode, and it's what a bummer. What's the definition of family? So
What's the definition of family? Shit, I don't know, cause I ain't never had one. How about them apples? Um, the whole meaning behind the what a bummer thing is basically the meaning of being a bummer lamb is a black sheep, basically. This is where I took the inspiration from, growing up as the black sheep of my family. Um, the sucky part of it all is always knowing something was different about me, but not really realizing my family really didn't they just really didn't fuck with me. They just really didn't fuck with me. And here we are, me being the black sheep, the bummer lamb, and just really trying to figure my life out all over again for what seems like the millionth time. But this by far has been the worst. From losing my job, separating from my marriage, and having my spouse become an absentee parent in my child's life. And also having my child diagnosed with not only level 2 autism, but ADHD as well. And discovering that I myself am also neurodivergent, which is not a surprise, but I never had anybody to care enough to figure it out. So all of these things happening at the same time in this, I don't know, I'm 42, so it feels like a lot. It's almost embarrassing to say the least. But here we are, starting all over again and just trying to figure it out. Trying to learn these podcast ropes, trying to start a t-shirt line which goes hand in hand with the podcast. It carries the same title of the podcast. Um yeah, just really discovering so much while feeling like I still don't know anything at all. It's been a rocky road and a wild ride to say the least.
yeah,
So, however, I am absolutely grateful to have run into someone like yourself and having you be willing to help me learn the ropes. So, um, I'm praying to the Most High that this takes off in a bigger way than I could absolutely have ever dreamed. Because at the end of the day, I want to tell my story. I want to create a safe space for other people like me, and I want to lay the legacy, like lay the blueprint down for the legacy, so that when I'm gone, my kids can carry on.
that's
So that's where we are.
I about to say. Back to going back to neurodivergent. If don't mind me asking, what does that mean, and can you elaborate in more detail of what is that diagnosis?
In my opinion, neurodivergent is just a is society's way of labeling the gifted, but I guess in technical terms, neurodivergent, like being on the spectrum for autism, having ADHD, um, I guess just mental matters in a sense. I don't know the technical term for it, but yeah.
Mm.
And I've not been diagnosed. I'm interested in going to get tested um, for autism myself, but I have been diagnosed with ADHD, and it's a lot to be ADHD and to be raising a child who's also neurodivergent and having a double diagnosis with ADHD and level 2 autism. And yeah, it's a lot. Just trying to figure out the ropes with that, how to help her manage, how to manage myself while helping her manage. Um, And also trying to find my footing and not having to feeling like I have to explain that in different settings with people, because people hear it and they automatically want to make her the diagnosis while not realizing that it is just that it's a diagnosis, because my child is two grade levels ahead intellectually. She has a very high IQ. Um, her brain is just like mine, is just wired differently. We don't speak the language that the typical person would, especially in an educational setting. So we often have difficulties with certain subjects only because we don't have people to connect with us or speak the language on our level.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I don't know, it's a lot. It can be a lot. It's I would you know what, it can be a lot without having the right tools. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. I about to say. So with the diagnosis, have you experienced where it's hard to deal with people socially, or in the sense of family members, and just the black community in general?
I feel like it is difficult to connect in general in almost any setting. Um, I myself have always experienced. I don't know. I looking back, I feel like I've always been a popular loner. Everybody's like, "You got so many friends. You know so many people," and that's just it. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've not had I've not had genuine connections with people, but I know a lot of people. And most often than not, I've always found myself in settings where I don't know, it's almost like people can just smell you in the air. Like they can smell the difference.
Yeah.
And I feel like when people see or feel something different, it incites fear because it's outside of what they typically know. It's outside of what they typically see. And so rather than taking the time to just get to know me, I'm shunned. And I've noticed that this it's the same for my baby. And with having that type of with having that type of history, we are most often than not alone. Like, but not in a like I've grown past the loneliness, because a lot of people that have fallen off. I've noticed it was for my safety. So um, it's grown into solitude for me, and for McKinley as well. We require that time now. So I love it here for the most part. But yeah, connections connections are most often very difficult. Um, it seems like as soon as I open my mouth, it's complications. I don't know. It almost feels like I'm speaking a foreign language.
Mm-hmm.
So connections are very difficult. Um, Growing up and going to school, I've always lived in I'm not even gonna say predominantly, an all black area. I think there was probably one Caucasian, no, two Caucasian kids that went to school at my high school. So every school from elementary to high school, all black. And me being a part of that kind of setting, I was never black enough. On top of being light skinned,
Mm-hmm.
that's always been an issue for me, my complexion. So I was never black enough for the black kids. And then when I graduated and I started working, I worked in predominantly Caucasian areas. So All of my coworkers were either Caucasian or other ethnicities. And being in that setting, I wasn't white enough. Like I've never fit anywhere in any setting. I've always been, I've always been the ass end of the joke, pretty much. Like I've always been the butt of the joke. Like with my family, with I can't call them friends, but with my peers. So yeah, popular loner to say the least. And then for McKinley, because of her IQ level and being 2 grade levels ahead and not being able to connect with kids her age or having anything in common with them, she's always with me. And I feel that all of that just makes it a little more difficult for her because, again, there's no one that she's all her the things that she's into have always been above what the other kids were into. Like these kids were probably watching Sesame Street, and McKinley was into PC games
Mm-hmm.
in preschool. She was already knowing how to work an iPad. Um, so yeah, real difficult to say the least.
Okay. Well, I about to say, going back to, just the title, the brand, and the podcast, when it comes to being a bomber lamb, how does that interact when it comes to your family and just your family dynamic and interactions?
About the same. Well, not about the same. The exact same way. The exact same way with my family as with peers. Um, I was always taught to be seen and not heard. Um, Anytime I open my mouth about anything, um, it was treated like woo woo. Like you don't know what you're talking about. That's some bullshit, or you sound crazy, or um, yeah, I was never able to just be myself, whatever that looked like. If my opinions weren't theirs, it didn't matter. Um, and I was often forced into isolation. Um, yeah, growing up was hard. Growing up was real hard. I always felt different. Like I thought they were strange because of most of their behaviors, but my family was my first bullies. They were my first bullies growing up. So I never had any peace, any comfort inside or outside the home.
Okay.
So extremely difficult. Everything's just been extremely, extremely difficult.
I about to say so.
Unfortunately,
So you're saying your definition of what a family is was your first bullies in a sense.
pretty much, pretty much. And so now in this season of my life, I'm trying to create my ideal family with my kids. They're my family now. My 2 adult sons, my 8-year-old daughter, and my 2 grandsons. So this is I don't know. It's also weird. It is. All of this is quite strange. Even doing this first episode of this podcast is weird. It's new. I don't know. It's all different. And I pray that I'm doing well. It feels awkward. Um, this is this feels so much different than just being on TikTok and talking about everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's exciting, but it's frightening all at the same time. More frightening than anything else.
Well, like I said, anything that's new has always got that level of fear. But like I said, once you conquer it and you do it that one time, then it's not as scary the second time around. So,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe once I start to see the results of it, it'll get better. But right now, I don't know. I feel crazy. I feel a little crazy.
I don't think you should feel crazy now. Scared, I can understand that, but this just giving you the opportunity to just say how you feel to get that shit off your chest. To talk your shit. This is your platform. This is your opportunity to say how you feel. So if it's fuck somebody here and there, or if somebody can eat a couple bag of dicks, you know, it's just say how you feel.
And you know what? And if but and see that's what it's all so complicated because I know I'm entitled to feel how I want to feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I have this ongoing fear that if I just jump out there and tell somebody to eat a bag of dicks, I'm gonna block a blessing. You know what I mean? But it's like at the same time, what the fuck do I owe? What the fuck do I owe somebody that's been getting over behind my back for my entire life? Cause that's the that's the other ugly part of the whole thing. Like in this season and doing research, my own research, finding out that it was all divinely designed. Like my as far as my family goes, they wanted me to be isolated because they wanted me to feel less than. Like they knew I was a forward thinking child, just like my daughter, you know, and that's a threat. That's a threat.
Yeah.
Cause it's not that you're defiant. It's the fact that you're wise beyond beyond your years. Oh, who said weird? Jesus. Somebody be talking about me. It's that you are wise beyond your years, and you know how black people be like, oh, that child been here before. Like, they know too much. And that's where they wanted to keep me. They instead of embracing my intelligence and feeding into me and nourishing me and helping me to grow, they wanted to scapegoat me. So in this season of my life, I'm learning that I could potentially be a blood sacrifice. I'm finding documents and things that seem to have been tampered with,
Mm-hmm.
um, insurance policies. Um, it's a lot going on behind the scenes. Um, I don't know. My life has been a lot, to say the least, and I know people probably be thinking like, "How you okay? Like, how you sitting over there okay with it? Then like, how is there any truth to it? And you just sitting over there okay? Cause what can I do right now? You know what I mean? What can I do about it right now? Um, but I don't feel unsafe because I know the Most High got me covered. Because if they wanted to get me, they could have been got me. They could have been got me. You know what I mean? Like why carry this on? Why carry this all the way out until I'm 42 years old? Shit, that's my question. Hell, I want to know. I'm actually just ready to find out. Like I don't know. My life is weird to say the least. It really is. I don't know, but we here now. So I can't keep dwelling on the people that I want to go eat a bag of dicks. I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what I need to figure out so I can get the fuck on. That's it, that's all. Like I have a new love interest and I'm ready to see where that's going. And I'm interested to see um where you will grow to. Like, let's just come put it out there. It's not like nobody knows, but I'm interested to see where you're headed. Um, Excited to help you get to where you're headed. Um, I just I wanna grow an empire.
I about to say I feel it. Definitely, like I said, you want to have something for the next generation. Like I said, for your family, for your babies. I'm the same way. I want to build something great, so I can leave it to my future children, my grandchildren, and have it for my family.
Yep.
But I do get say I do got a few family members and family folks that's y'all family by blood and just cause a motherfucker born into you, but it ain't one of them things like where once I take off, the ones that I'm closest to, y'all who closest to me gonna be taking off with me.
That's it. That's all. And for me, that's that shit. For me, that's just my kids.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. Like, um, ain't nobody else checking for me. Like I know when I tell my when I make mention of my story, people think I'm exaggerating, but I have absolutely nobody, but my kids. And I don't. And I know if I need my kids, and they can, my boys, and hell, even my 8-year-old. If I need them and they can help me in any way, they will. But me being me, I don't want to need my kids, like not in that way. I want to be in a position to where when my kids need me, I don't want them to have to need me, right? But when they need me, I could. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just there. So I'm determined. I want to grow something beyond my wildest dreams because little do they know, once I get this blueprint together, lay this foundation down, which the blueprint is there. I'm just trying to figure out how to execute these things. The wheel is in motion. There are things out there. I'm just trying to find my damn tribe. But when this shit blow, they don't know. I'm staying at home. I done did the work. I done cried all of these tears. I done dodged bullets, literally. And and now I'm about to sit in my garden like Jody Mama.
I say you gonna have your glass of wine.
Shit, my country ass, my weird self, I'm probably gonna be out there with a 40. A Modelo Especial with some lime. Shit. Can I say a blunt? I mean, I done said it now.
I about to say it's your platform, so
But I mean, I know, but it feels so funny. I'm I'm gonna be in my garden with my grandbabies. Lifted. Okay, let me just be. It's my platform, but ain't no telling who watches. So I still want to be kind of ginger about shit because ain't nobody finna be trying to twist my words. But yeah, like I'm trying to create a setting where when I want to take a fucking day off, I could take a fucking day off. If I want to take a month off, I could take a fucking month off. Like I'm trying to go into this retiring everybody. Like yeah, I say I'm gonna be at home. My kids gonna be working, but yeah, they are. Never mind, they are. Cause I mean, let's just face it. How else did that? I want to invest in things too, though. Like I really want to learn stocks and crypto, and like I want to put my hand in a little bit of everything and just be set. And now I do want to put myself in a position though to give back and to help others that have found themselves in the same kind of position that I've been in. I don't want to be no gatekeeping asshole like a lot of people that I've come across. Cause let's just face it, I feel like if you're not giving back at some point in some kind of way, how is it that you expect to maintain? How do you get the longevity?
yeah,
So I don't want to just get to the top and be greedy and it's just about my kids or anything like that. I want to give back.
yeah. I
you
about
know,
I about to say, do you feel like gatekeeping is an issue that affects the black community? And
heavily. I'm listening.
I would say, what would you say should be the solution to stop the gatekeeping?
Stop being a fucking dusty bottom feeding asshole. Like, like I'm sick of that. I'm sick of the narrative. Like you got to step on heads and shit. You do have to step on a couple of heads. You do have to step on a couple of heads to get to where you're going, right? But that's I'm sure that's necessary. But at the end of the day, it's people like me out here that's just trying to make it. We don't have any ulterior motives. You can drop a few gems. The game is to be sold and not to be told. I understand all of that, but you can guide somebody. It's free to give somebody a few tips and hints on how to get started. Like kind of like not kind of, but exactly like what you've done with me and helping me in this podcast. Like I got on the internet and pulled a few things for myself, but I ain't have it all figured out. And then I ran into you, and you like, I got you. That's the sauce right there. That's just it. Like just reach your hand back and help the next person. Not gatekeeping is basically paying it forward. Just pay it fucking forward. Let somebody know how you got started in the game,
Yeah,
or how whatever your ministry is. Like how do you find inspiration? Anything, but to just get there, because I've noticed that a lot in many different realms. Whatever the ministry may be, crocheting, doing hair, whatever. Oh, I just learned this on my own. You got to go figure it out. Why is that the narrative? Why? Why is it not each one teach one? Why is I got it out the mud now you do too?
yeah, and
That's an
unfortunately,
ugly ass way of thinking.
that hinder us a lot because it's like everybody in competition and ain't nobody working together to get to the top. Because like you said, it's enough money to go around where, like you said, everybody can pay their bills, be comfortable. Like I said, everybody ain't gonna be multi-millionaires and trillionaires, but at least you make enough money where if you want to take your family on a nice vacation this weekend, you can afford to do that. You don't have to work 2 or 3, 4, 5 fucking years just to have a week at Disneyland.
Right. Exactly. And yeah, I don't know. It's a cold ass world out here though, and I don't know. I wanna do great things, be great, and just live my life. Also, can I water your strawberry pants? We did already today. Oh. But we'll put some more down. That's baby asking about the strawberry plants that we have started. We started a little strawberry crop, so she wants to water them, but I did it already. You could do it tomorrow though. Okay. All right, I'm coming in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. This shit is wild though. Like it really is. All of it is. But I have days like I had today. Today was hard. This past week or so has been kind of difficult for me, but I'm still determined. I'm determined to I'm determined to bust this shit down and get it done and get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like for real, for real. I hope that starting with one of my main goals with starting this platform is hoping I'm reaching somebody that need it. Cause most often than not, we find ourselves in situations like this, and we're made to feel like the criminal, the reason why these things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, all we been is good to people. Like before shit got weird with my family, I was always the first the contact. Like the first point of contact, like who's your emergency contact? Me. dropping everything to come to somebody's aid. And I feel stupid as fuck because looking back on it, when I needed people, and even now, like, I mean, now I know, but when I've needed my family to be there, nobody came to my rescue at all. It's always just been me and the Most High. I look back on shit, and I mean, outside of knowing the Most High now, like, I would be, I sit here and wonder how I got through. Shit, now I'm just wondering. I be wondering sometimes, like, how I'm gonna continue to get through. But we gonna make some shit shake, and I can't wait to tell my family to watch my fucking smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Cause once I'm gone, that's it. I don't wish no harm, no ill will, or any of that on any of them. I just want them all to fuck away from me. Like, for real. Like, I don't wish the way that I felt for my entire life on nobody. So I really just hope that, and I'm gonna say when this starts to pop off. Cause ain't no failing. There's no room for failure. I can't fail. I can't fail. I can't afford to fail. I won't fail. So it's a lot that I want to talk about on this podcast, but overall, I hope that I'm reaching somebody that needs that inspiration, or just they need that knowing of I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
I'm not weird. I'm not out here by myself, you know. And maybe something I say or do or helps to keep them pushing forward.
Yeah. Yeah. You will. And again, it's just episode 1, so you can always return to get some more sauce and drop some more gems and tell a couple more people to eat a bag of dicks.
Maybe the second episode I could do it in your lap. That might draw in a whole bunch of viewers. You know, people love mess.
How about I say? I save all my messy shit for TV shows and dramas. That shit I can turn off and
So I can't.
unsubscribe.
So we can't record. So I can't record from your lap.
I didn't say all that.
Well, what is it that you saying? What are you saying?
What I'm saying, we gonna talk about that on the back end.
On the back end, merch coming soon for the back end. Y'all go check out ABC Designs by Augustus B. Cole.
How about it? Champ the Big Ace on TikTok.
Champ the Big Ace on TikTok. The Digital Design King. Okay, he got your sub stickers for your chat. He got your t-shirts for the concerts, the birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, baby showers,
I say,
weddings.
I say not the bar mitzvah.
Why not?
I say yeah.
Why not? We you look, and I say we, yeah, cause we about to get these machines and everything to get these t-shirts going.
Yeah.
From look, from farm to table, okay, straight from his computer to your back. Like, we finna be out here stepping on necks. Like, we about to take over.
I about to say
If
yeah.
you, what'd you say?
I about to say yeah. That sounds like a plan to me.
You the one, you been working extra hard. You been working extra hard. You been putting in that overtime. I ain't mad at you. I wish I had half of your talent.
I about to say you do. You just got like I said, just gotta tap into it and just keep putting that fire on it. Like I said, for you know, you be doing digital art and be like this. Like you seen the new iPad. Like I want to get the new Apple Pencil.
I actually, wait a minute. Them niggas is upgrading pencils too.
Yeah, they got the Apple Pencil Pro. And they got like a
Yeah.
newer,
Now, what's so special about the Apple Pencil Pro?
you know, a faster processor, and just the fact that it ain't got so much legacy when it comes to like the drawing and the pencil touching the screen.
Oh, it's not showing. Sorry. This what I got.
Yeah, that's the first one.
I got two of these. McKinley had one. I had one.
Yeah.
I ain't never. I don't think. I just be feeling like, why am I using this? But like, McKinley prefers her fingers to do her artwork. She uses her fingers. You know, she done asked me for different styluses and everything. This is even after having this pencil. She wants styluses, but she don't even use those. She prefers to go by hand. But I will say, um, that's crazy though that they upgraded a like. I mean, I don't understand. Anyway, see, this is why you the tech man, because I don't understand that. But anyways, you sent me that tattoo guy today
Hmm.
on TikTok that was doing the what is it? See no evil, hear no evil, speak. I don't know which order it goes in. Y'all know what I'm talking about though,
Yeah.
with the anime characters, and that shit got me wanting my iPad back. Like I'm really excited to do some well learn, because of course I'm either have to sit with you or McKinley to figure that out, because that shit look complicated as hell. It don't even really look complicated. It's just that it seems like it's so many processes to it. Like even watching you and watching your stories when you post your stories, with the step by step process. Now that shit, you know what? And this is going back to you asking me about um the explaining what being neurodivergent is. I can't give you no technicals, the technical terms on being neurodivergent, but I could tell you about experiences. And being ADHD, your mind is literally like a computer with 50 million tabs being open at one time. And so watching y'all do that stuff, for me, I immediately, like, I have to give you kudos, because my mind immediately checks out. It checks out because once there are so many working parts to it, and I know you be like, well, practice makes perfect and everything, but looking at the process, and all them tabs just start opening up in my brain, and I'm like,
Like fuck that. I need to close these tabs. There's just too much going on.
fuck that. My computer immediately says, we've detected a virus. It'd be like, it's over. Like,
I say
ugh.
not the blue screen. Like wait a minute.
Yeah, like you might want to, bitch, you better try to reboot.
Like this, like everything about to shut down.
I really want to do it though. Like, I really want to learn it, because
I about
that
say,
shit look dope.
I about
And
say,
it's just so many avenues with the art stuff.
I about
That's
say,
why I be pushing you to just keep going and just trying to send you inspiration on a daily basis, however that looks. Not that you need it.
I appreciate it because, like I said, some days it do be like you just being stuck in a rut and be like this. That's like I know what writer's block is, but art block feel like that shit 100 times worse because it's like I can't see shit in my mind, and then shit I see in my head it just ain't translating on the paper, and it's like at this point I'm finna just take a nap. Fuck it.
Ah, McKinley is just like that.
Yeah.
McKinley is just like that. It's
I,
like,
I about to say I had to learn that in college because I remember I was working on a project years ago and my computer just crashed on me twice and I was doing animation like actually going in creating the plots the rotation and then I'm doing this shit in After Effects and I haven't even touched After Effects in a decade and my computer crashed on me twice and I'll never forget I got the quickest fucking headache and I'm talking about like my eyes like literally was just like bloodshot red because it was like what 3 4 o'clock in the morning and I had to be in class like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning a couple hours later and my computer crashed on me twice. I had to get my ass up early and get to school so I could get to the school computers. After that shit happened, I learned right then and there ain't no need of stressing. Just get some rest because the moment you try to push through that frustration, that's when everything start fucking up and it's just like I need to take
that's
a nap.
why That's why McKinley need to be around you, because when that kind of stuff happens to McKinley, when her software starts messing up on her, or something don't turn out the way she envisioned, or it's just not, it's just not given,
Mm-hmm.
McKinley will cry. McKinley will cry and start breaking shit. She ain't gonna fuck with her iPad though. She ain't gonna fuck that up because fuck do that. But one time she got so angry, and this was the shit 11,000 fucking charger that I done bought for her. And I was like, okay, maybe if I had gone to Five Below and I found the longest cord they had. I said, this should do it. Man, McKinley got so frustrated with some shit she was in there doing.
Mm-hmm.
She ripped the whole tip from the cord.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until after she had done it, she was like, she came in here. She hesitated though, but she came in here. She's like, And I'm like, what the fuck you done did now? And she was like, she just held the cord up in the air. I was like, how the fuck did you do that? Like, you was big mad.
How about
Cause
say?
I mean, it wasn't just the pin, the pin tip on it, like the actual part that inserts into the the port.
Mm-hmm.
It was the whole end of it. Like, I was like, bruh, that's why that little girl don't like to fight. Cause I think she does realize her strength. But yeah, I feel like McKinley needs to be around somebody who's um more experienced with this, because I mean, just to keep herself balanced. Cause boy, when some shit start going wrong for her, like the whole world can go to hell. I'd be like, whoa, Shira.
I about to say it be like that sometimes, but yeah, like just having a moment just to kind of calm down, center yourself, and just like I said, sometimes just put the shit down. It's gonna be there. You can always come back to it.
I be telling her that, but McKinley, see, touching back on ADHD. When you have ADHD, you just more often than not you feel this, for lack of like you're anxious a lot.
Yeah,
And so you got this vision in your head and you feel pressed to just get it out.
yeah,
So you do realize that you're the one doing it and that you can stop anytime you feel like it. But the ADHD makes you, I gotta keep going. Yes, I gotta pee. Hold it. Yes, my blood sugar is dropping because I haven't eaten all day. Suppress the anger. Gotta keep moving. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how that all clicks and how to help her process. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I about to say you gonna figure it out, and you doing the most important thing because you care. You trying. Like I said,
If I don't figure it out, I'm gonna just drop her off in Memphis. She'll have you, Maryland, and five dogs, and uh, maybe Birdie can teach her self defense to take it out, to take her frustration out. He can teach her a little gangster or something. I don't know. But I am trying my best. I really am.
yeah,
Cause dealing with McKinley is literally like dealing with myself outside of myself, if that makes sense. Like I literally feel like I just rebirthed myself, and this is a part of the healing process. I'm healing in real time through the things that I'm trying to get figured out with this podcast, with this t-shirt line, new relationship, and raising my daughter. Like, I'm trying.
I about to say that's all. That's all any of us can do. Like I said, God only require you to do your very best.
I'm trying. I really be looking up at him like, like, ew, like, God, you take it easy. Just one day. Jesus. But even with all that feeling and emotion though, looking back, I gotta thank the Most High for all the tough shit. I do, cause it's teaching me a lot. It's teaching me discernment. It's teaching me a lot. It made me stronger. I never thought I'd be in a place saying that shit. People like, you know what doesn't kill you make you strong. I'm like, fuck you. And now I'm like, you're absolutely right. I never thought I'd be in that place.
Yeah.
So much more emotionally mature. Do I have my days like today? Yes, but shit. The old me on a day like today, man, I probably been outside. I probably would have went outside and backed my car into a wall or something out of anger. I don't know, but it's gonna get figured out. It is. It really is, and I hope that what I'm doing right here, right now with you is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Just the beginning. Maybe I need to just hop on the road to Memphis to come and make this process easier. Be like, move over. I need to use your computer because I got another podcast episode coming up.
I about to say, yeah, definitely, definitely welcome. Yeah, definitely, like I said, definitely make shooting the episodes a lot easier in a sense.
Don't tempt me with a good time. Shit, don't tempt me with a good time because you already know I might not have the funds right now, but I can definitely feed us all,
I about to say, yeah. I about to say,
and I cook. I ain't letting them dogs out. I train them, but I ain't chasing no dogs down the street. That's all on you. Keep telling you about letting them damn dogs outside.
I about to say, I be having to let their ass out just so they can stretch their legs and have a moment to chill the fuck out. And then too, with us doing the podcast, I don't want to have that extra barking, like, because then people like this Peter be listening, like what the hell is going on with those doggies in the background? They just fucking ignorant and they fucking spoil.
Well, you know, if TikTok went out here being weird, get these free samples. I'm getting them dogs some bully sticks.
Yeah, I about to say, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely at this point. I signed, I ain't gonna say a free contract, but I definitely sponsor
You
Doggy.
damn sure ain't signing nothing free.
I about to say, I definitely would sponsor Doggy Joanna, cause if you got a whining ass dog that howl and cry at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it take this much a guy, and just the concept of I don't want to go to jail for animal cruelty, because sometimes you want to put
He playing, y'all.
boot
He
to
playing.
ass.
He talk rough, but he ain't putting his hands on no dogs. This is not an abusive man. Cut that shit out.
I appreciate it, but sometimes, like I said, I feel like in X Men, that moment between rage and serenity is like nigga. If I had the power of Magneto, I would lift every fucking thing that's electrical and magnetic, and because I'd be so like in a good sleep, and then just like this nigga here.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you have a baby? Look.
Case in point. Case in point. With a baby, it's my baby. You know, again, just love on my baby. Make sure they clean. Give them some milk. Rub on them. You know, skin to skin contact. Kiss them on the
Look
forehead.
at you knowing a little something, something.
I,
What you know about skin to skin?
I know that's a way, like, especially if babies, if they upset, especially when they for newborns, and they just need to connect with their mama. I've even seen some people have stories, not to get emotional or to say anything to trigger anybody, but I have seen where babies are not breathing or yelling, and then the mother will be like, "This, hand me my baby," and she hold the baby, and the baby come back to life.
Hmm.
So, so
But you chose them fur babies, so get over it. You did not land on you. Plymouth Rock did not land on you. You landed on Plymouth Rock. You went and got them dogs. They did not show up at your doorstep like, "Hey,
now,
you looking for me?"
technically, Harley did. Then Harley went out there fucking around and having a hot girl summer, and then got her ass pregnant.
Who let her out?
Okay, mistakes were made. I had to let her out to go shit because I ain't want her shitting in the house, and I got to clean that up. So it's one of them things. It's like I was doing something good, but then some bullshit popped off.
No. What you should have done was you should have learned how to you should have learned how to pad train her, or you gonna have to. You not in the country. You gonna have to. Shit, it's late. It's too late. It's a little late in the game now. You really gonna be fighting her with a leash. Cause I was gonna say you need to get a leash.
I would say she pretty good that she don't really need Alicia because, like I said, when I do take her on walks, she stay with us. Like she'll run there, she'll run, sniff the grass. Come on, Harley, and then she'll get back on her p's and q's. But the other ones, I I'ma definitely need a leash, a tank, a fucking helicopter, a fucking
You
laser
stupid. They
pointer.
just need good. They need good harnesses. That's it. Some good harnesses with a good with a nice strong leash. That's it.
I need
And
a
and some consistency.
titanium harness because I had one and they tore it up and it was leather. And it wasn't even the fake leather. It wasn't pleather. It was the good brown leather. And they chewed that motherfucker up. And I was so aggravated because
How
it's
did
like
they get it?
I had put it on them and took them outside.
Oh,
And then
oh.
it's just like they like, oh shit, this shit on my back. I'm finna tear this shit up. It's like
When you have to take it off when you come back in the house.
I was about to.
Too slow. Gotta be quicker than that.
Got to
Shit.
be more careful. Got to be more careful.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I about to say.
This has been great.
Yeah, I about to say it's been a good show. Been a good discussion. I about to say before we close out, we definitely got to hit with the recommendations and then also showcase a few black women, black men that doing great business and doing great shit in the world of TikTok and just regular shit every day, they brands and businesses. So I about to say
I'll let you take the lead on it because you already know who I'm finna say first.
okay, for recommendations for all the new fans, I love anime. And if you don't like anime, keep your dumbass comments to yourself. Talk to your mama.
Damn.
Talk to God and talk to your mom. Your mama. I about to say recommendation for a good anime on Netflix. Sakamoto Days. It's a family. It's semi-family friendly in the sense that this is an assassin who stopped killing. He done got married. He done gained a little weight because he happy. He in love. And pretty much his old organization, all these other assassins, he's the top tier. He's the John Wick of his universe, and everybody pretty much it's a bounty on his head because his old organization pretty much like what is he doing? We need to get him off the board, and all he doing is being chunky, running his store with his wife and his new employees, and loving on his daughter. And then every
Listen.
time somebody come in with some fuck shit, he don't kill them, but he definitely hurt them in a way like almost getting your tracheal crushed with a pin.
Trachea.
Trachea. That's definitely some John Wick shit. And he ain't killing you. He just hurting. He just fucking up your voice box for a second.
While eating.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you gotta keep your energy. You gotta get those calories in. So
So would it be petty for me to just drive to Memphis just to watch Sakamoto Days?
I wouldn't say it would be petty. I would say you'd be more than welcome. Like I said, again, dog's still here. Now if I could Sakamoto what days them or hit them with a pressure point to just make them go to sleep, I would. Like I would say, I ain't gonna lie, I would. I about to
We
say,
get figured out.
okay. I about to say another recommendation that's not anime but it's an adult cartoon is Amazon Prime's Invincible season 4 is lit as shit. Especially if you like that superhero violence, like it is kind of violent. So definitely not for kids. Like I don't think you want to explain to your 5 or 6 year old why did
It
this
depends on
man.
who your kids are.
I would say I don't think no parent want to explain to their 5 or 7 year old, 8 year old, like why did the man hit the other man and his head explode. Like I said, not unless you ever seen Fist of the North Star. But even then, it's like I don't think you're ready to explain that fully. But that's an anime or adult cartoon on Amazon Prime, Invincible season 4. And then for the grown folks who want some drama, and then this for the ladies, if you want some dark, tall, and chocolate, you can watch Cross. Is Adonis Hodges is playing Alex Cross, and they on season 2. The first season was good as shit, and then they came back with a season 2. I ain't gonna lie, this show need to have at least 6 to 7 seasons before I say I'm cool with it. But I definitely say check out Cross on Amazon Prime as well. And then also, if you're a superhero nerd or a Marvel fan like myself, definitely check out this new Spider-Man brand new day trailer. And like I said, a lot of people I've seen on social media, people say like they finally got Peter Parker broke and suffering, and people are happy because this is more comic accurate to Peter Parker in the comic books. So Spider-Man comes out in June.
Hmm.
Definitely looking forward to that. And then also, if you like custom T-shirts or custom graphic tees, I'm gonna be making my own Spider-Man graphic tee to go to the movie. So if you're interested, definitely hit me up on my social media. Champ the Big Ace on TikTok or ABC Designs 901 on Instagram. And then, like I said, if you're
For the
interested,
design, not the actual, not the physical shirt, but
yeah,
for the design.
yeah, well, yeah, like I said, if you want the shirt, we definitely got to talk on the back end because I got to work
We got
some.
somebody for that though.
I got
We got
somebody for
people
that.
for that too. Yep.
And then, like I said, I got to get my other shirt submitted and get it printed for this movie. And like I said, if you don't want to see this movie, I'm giving you the side eye just to throw that out there, because Michael Jackson biopic is coming out April the 24th. I've been waiting on this movie for what, 2.5, like 3 years, and I already designed my shirt. I just got to get it sent to the printer and get it back, cause I am motherfucking going to see Michael. Like I said, initially I wanted to get a wig, but I've been vehemently told if I do that, it's a no go. So I'm not getting the wig. I'm just gonna get my shirt done and go see Michael. And also, if you haven't had a chance, and again, I don't know where you at in the world, check out the Michael trailers. They've done at least 2 or 3 now. The movie is coming out next month, so definitely check out the trailer. And then everybody can go to the movie, enjoy all the classics, all of his legendary music. Man in the Mirror, Beat It, Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal. They done so much of this movie that is coming out in 2 parts. The first part and the second part. I don't know if the
I didn't
second
know that.
Yeah, I don't know if the second part is coming out this year or sometime next year. But they got so much footage that they literally going from his childhood up into the bad era. So that's pretty much like what, 30 years of his life in the first movie, and then the second movie I guess is gonna be the tail end of his life from like Invincible up until when he passed away. So from literally for what, the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the 2000s.
2000s.
So yeah, it's definitely enough people gonna be screaming, singing, dancing. Some people might rip their shirt off to show their chest meat. I don't know, but
Chest meat, bruh.
you know how Michael Jackson used to rip his shirt, and he
But
was
chest meat,
bony.
dog. Chest meat. Why you couldn't just say that chest meat? That just made it so. I don't know. Anyway, keep talking. My bad.
How about I
Chest
say
meat.
chest meat, titties? I don't know. It's how you want to classify it.
Jesus Christ.
But I say another recommendation for the anime lovers is Baki. This is Baki Duo. This is like the fourth or fifth season of Baki, but this is like a whole nother storyline of Baki fighting the legendary samurai from Japan. And this shit is pretty lit because this dude is fucking up everybody. Like, if he imagined himself cutting you, you good as dead. You good as gone.
Sound like I need to get some of these niggas on my team. Shit. For real, for real.
How about to say, if you check out Baki, like I said, between Baki, his dad, and all his friends and people he work with, all of these niggas throwing hands. Like, real.
Outside of, I'm gonna be real. Outside of Sakamoto Days, I am not. I'm going on I'm not watching no more anime till I come back to Memphis. Cause I can't at this point. I can't watch it without your commentary because you be sitting there explaining it to me. So I be needing it.
Yeah, I got
'Cause
you.
it keeps me on. It keeps me on track because otherwise I'd be like, why is this happening? But when you be giving me the back end of it, merch coming soon. I I gotta plug it. Um, yeah, it makes it so much. It makes it make so much sense to me. It makes it so much better. Like I don't. I think that's why so many people don't connect with anime because they don't understand they don't be getting the depth of it. They don't. They just think it's that's a cartoon. That's a fucking cartoon. So, but when you get like that, there's an actual meaning behind this stuff. It's so much better. Maybe I'm a nerd myself. Maybe I'm just too much in my feelings or something. But
I about to
I don't
say,
know. I'm excited. I'm excited to get more into anime actually because I've always wanted to. But again, like watching that shit in passing, like seeing my boys watch it, I'm like,
like they fucking throwing hands.
yeah, and that's it. I'm like, why is there? Why did he just turn? Why did he just burst into flames? But yeah, watching it with you and getting that commentary because you done already watched most of it. Yeah, it be lit.
Yeah, I about to
Feel
say,
like anime is for the world.
yeah, I about to say, yeah, anime definitely is a lifestyle for me. Like I've been watching anime back when it wasn't a popular thing, and like I said, at this point, it's more acceptable, which is good. But at the same time, like I said, people just don't understand. Like anime has taught me very important life lessons. Like not even just on some goofy shit. Like definitely like how to pick yourself up and keep fighting. Like never give up. Like even when that shit hurt like hell, just stay centered, stay true to yourself, and keep pushing forward. So like I said, anime definitely is entertainment, but it is a lifestyle for real, for real. And I'm gonna
I can
say,
dig it.
welcome to the world of the nerds.
Welcome to my podcast.
Yeah,
Welcome to our podcast because he gonna be back. He don't know it yet. He gonna be on here. He think he just gonna cut the cord at some point. But he gonna be back on a regular basis. I don't
yeah.
know where the fuck he think he going. But yeah. Thank you to anybody that is tuning in or tuned in for this first one. I hope y'all come back. More to come. Interviews. All that shit. So thank you. And thank you for holding my hand.
I got you.
You and I will never part my each other.
I about to say,
Anyway,
it's been an honor and a privilege. Definitely, I got your back. I about to say, and everybody who listening, welcome to What a Bomber podcast. Definitely hope y'all come back and like I said, we got more stuff coming on the back end and down the pipeline. So this episode one, and also before we go, we just want to shout out the podcast and to the beautiful host of the podcast, to What a Bomber, and then also to some other businesses, Roots and Remedies. I also want to shout them out. And then also shout out to Top of the Morning. Now, if you want some good ass breakfast or brunch food, you definitely need to check out Valencia Love Smith and
yeah.
Leroy Smith. They make some fire ass food. They breakfast food is top tier. And those
Family
goddamn
run.
waffles are fluffy as shit.
Fluffy as shit.
They
What
is
a
the
what? What a
fluffy as shit. Like you can tear it apart and dip it in the syrup. Like anybody that's a real big back enjoy food that you can eat with your fingers. I don't care what nobody say. So
It definitely looks decadent.
it is.
Okay.
Like I said, it's one of the things that you kind of want to go back and ask them. Can I get a refill? Can I have a little bit more? Like Oliver Twist. Can I have some more?
More, please. This is why I'll be heading to Memphis because he ain't finna hang up this phone and eat this breakfast again in my damn face.
Well, at least I was a gentleman. And say I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I about to say. Also, another person or another two people we need to shout out. CT on TikTok. If you need any type of cleaning, she has a cleaning business and she also does t-shirts. So if you got a family reunion, any type of special engagements and you just need some t-shirts designed, definitely reach out to her. I about to say we're gonna have to get her information and plug it in the notes so if you can reach out to her on TikTok.
She she is CC Love on TikTok.
Okay. And also we got a shout out on our other podcast brothers, Big Hurt. Yeah, so definitely if y'all listen to me, y'all done probably seen Hurt's World. I want to say Hurt is on YouTube and some of the other streaming platforms, but definitely check out Herc's World. So
Hercules.
yeah, so I about to say that's episode 1 of What a Bomber podcast. You all, thank you for listening. Y'all have a wonderful night. Have a blessed night. Have an awesome week. And then if anybody get on your nerves, tell those fucktards to eat a bag of dicks. And that's
Love y'all.
have a good night.
Bye.